This week I am in Bergen, in Norway, at the NLA Hochschule. It's a specialized university. This is something which I think is relatively unique to some of the Nordic regions, Scandinavian regions. I know of one other VID specialized university, but they specialize in the training of Church of Norway clergy and some teachers, and have a history that comes from teacher training, from mission organizations, and it's a wonderful, wonderful time to be here. This is my second day here in Bergen, first time ever in Norway, and I must say it's absolutely stunning. I'm going to insert a little video here that I took yesterday. You can hardly believe, with the sunshine that we have today, what it was like yesterday, walking in the snow. From Bergen in the city. It's about a 2.5 kilometer walk. We could have taken the bus, as I say in the little video clip, but we walked in the snow to get to the university, and it was fantastic. And it is snowing, and we are walking to the university. Yes, it's a bit crazy. We are walking to the university in the snow. We could have taken a bus, but we decided to walk. So what exactly are we doing here in Norway at the NLA Hochschule? Well, we've got this project between Stellenbosch University, particularly the Faculty of Theology, and NLA, where we've been focusing for the last 2 years on teaching and learning in times of crisis. And this began during the 2020-2021 COVID-19 pandemic, when we were reflecting on how we should go about facilitating learning and teaching and assessment for the kind of work that we tend to do, which is training persons for ministry and service, and particularly thinking about the ways in which this plays out in our different contexts. We also have a partnership with the Pan-African University from Kenya, our colleague Dr. Nathan Chiroma, and the two organizers here in Norway at NLA, Bård Norheim, and our colleague Professor Shantelle from Stellenbosch University. And it's been wonderful to be part of the collaborations. They visited us in Stellenbosch last year, and we've had the incredible privilege of benefiting from the funding from the Norwegian government to come and visit them here in Bergen, which is an unbelievably beautiful city. I so wish that I could have my family with me here, but who knows, maybe at some later stage that will be possible. Well, what were some of the lessons that I've learned? And I'll share my paper with you. It's going to be published in a book. The first thing is that the recognition that there are different forms of knowledge. So some forms of knowledge are disciplinary expertise. They have to do with histories, with hermeneutics, with theories, philosophies. So these sort of formal learning things, what we might call head knowledge, the kind of knowledge that's often preferred for qualifications in academic settings. The second thing was to recognize that there's co-responsibility for teaching, learning, and assessment, and that there are power relations, as Miguel de la Torre speaks about in his book Ethics from the Margins, power relations in learning settings, and particularly at universities. Often the classroom is often, as he calls it, a room of class, where we can see the socioeconomic disparities between persons who come in, highly trained and educated persons, and then those who have different forms of knowledge, lived experience, the kind of experience that comes from leading communities, from solving problems. So that's perhaps both head knowledge and heart knowledge, and of course also what one has in terms of skill. The third thing that I emphasized is the co-designing of curricula and learning experiences and assessments. The fact that my students need to guide me and future years of teaching modules and assessing them and learning to see what kind of knowledge is best for them to gain for ministry or for service in the community. And then the final thing is the scholarship of educational leadership. For someone who's in the kind of position that I am as a head of department, to see how do you share and mentor and facilitate some of this learning with the colleagues that you serve alongside in the department. So I'd love to hear your stories. What really worked for you in the learning spaces, the educational spaces that you've been in, and what didn't work? What kind of knowledge and transformative learning really helped you to do the things that you believe to be important, that shape societies for the common good, and which things were not so helpful for you? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Well, thanks for watching. I need to get back. We have a worship service now just before lunch, and I need to walk my way up the hill to the Hochschule, which is sort of more or less there, and continue with the rest of the day's program. Thanks for watching. I'd love to hear your thoughts. You can leave them in the comments here on YouTube, or contact me via Twitter or Instagram @DigitalDion, or on my website dionfoster.com. So thanks for watching.